Greetings, brave Mavericks. Our quest for truth continues. We go beyond fake news. Together we expose propaganda. Together we pull others out of rabbit holes. We are maverick thinkers. We are all unique individuals, defenders of individual rights and freedoms, credible, trusted, grounded in reality. Maverick News, Maverick News. Defending free speech, Donate at freedomreporters.com. Do it now. Tomorrow may be too late. Maverick News. The world is watching.
Today, the Detroit trash incinerator came down. Now, we're back in the U.S. of A. for news at the moment. Okay, in Detroit, the Motor City, and I say it in French because Detroit is a French name.
That's right.
And I'm a Canadian, eh? So I'm speaking to you with a Spanish, Spanglish, French, Detroit,
is that what it is?
American accent, eh? I don't know what I'm doing, but the Detroit trash incinerator stack of thingy there, the smokestack of thing,
they blew her
came
up
down in a demolition.
Oh, looky here.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this trash incinerator made international headlines when it was constructed. This trash incinerator, it's not actually too far from the Ambassador Bridge, as I recall. I did stories on this back in the late 80s. It was constructed in one of the poor, economically depressed areas of Detroit.
Of course they're going to put the trash incinerator in the ghetto.
And there were protests like crazy to try to stop it. Of course, I did many stories on this.
Wow.
And now today, in what year is it again? I have to check because, I'm getting old. 2023. They've decommissioned this thing. The mayor of Detroit and many others have been working for a while to take this thing offline and have it demolished. Well, today it happened. So I thought I'd run this because, wow.
A lot of folks are happy about watching this thing go. Huh?
Oh, yes. The people in this neighborhood are very, very happy indeed. Here it is.
Good riddance.
This is, I believe, from the Detroit Free Press to give them credit.
Controlled demolition. Look at that. Going down like Building 7. Oh, it went sideways. Oh.
And the end of kind of a
error.
Kind of a dark chapter, I guess, in Detroit history of sorts, right? Depends on how you look at it, but they were burning up to 5,000 tons of garbage a day in that thing.
How long has it been inactive?
Not very long. I think they took it offline a number of months ago, maybe a year. So they've been working at decommissioning it, tearing it down. This is now the final phase of the demolition, and I think it's going to be done. This is off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I don't have the information at my fingertips. So if I'm getting some of the details wrong, I do apologize, but I think I'm being, pretty accurate.
I'm curious what happens to the trash now. I mean, where's all that trash go?
They're shipping it out to a landfill outside the city limits.
Ah, I see. Saving the environment.
Yeah. Well, they were burning it because they had issues even back in the 80s with landfill space.
Yep.
So burn it, right? Mm-hmm. But the problem with burning that stuff is then the effluent goes up. And if it's not, if it doesn't combust at a high enough temperature, you get all kinds of different toxins in the effluent, and then it spreads out over a wide area. And then, of course, people are exposed to it. You ingest it, you absorb it. It goes into the plants and the animals and the environment everywhere. Mm-hmm. And, they would sort the garbage to take some of the take the toxic things out, like say car batteries if they were in there. But when you're processing that much garbage and burning it, there's all kinds of crap that you're not going to catch. And it's going to
And
be
when they built that
incinerated.
thing back in the 80s, we didn't have all the devices and technology that's so disposable now. You
Yeah.
got, people disposing of, it's very hazardous, flat screen
Oh,
TVs and
all
computer
kinds of
monitors and
stuff.
phones and,
Yes.
all that crap. You don't want to burn that.
Yeah. And to properly incinerate stuff so that you don't get, to minimize the toxic effluent, you have to incinerate at extremely high temperatures. And there were studies done after this thing started to operate, and you could monitor and measure some of the toxins that were coming out of it. It's been a problem for a long time. It was never a real good solution. I mean, and if you do build a garbage incinerator, I just don't think it's wise to build it in an urban populated area, even an industrial area, anywhere close to where people live. And this was like not far from the border crossing. So it's like right in, an area that it's just right around.
So all that was wafting into Canada too.
Oh yeah. Crossing the border and everything. People not really aware of it. You don't, if you're across the border, you're not smelling it, but the effluent still is in the air and it falls everywhere. Right. And the people living in the neighborhood, it was not good for them because garbage trucks are rolling through their neighborhood and dropping off the garbage. And I was over there and it stank. It's not good.
So did Canada ever lodge any formal complaints?
Oh yeah, there were environmental groups, and I don't remember politically. I can't recall if any levels of government in Canada protested at all. I think there were concerns, leveled from the municipality in Windsor because it's like right there. It's practically
right across
connected.
the bridge.
It literally is connected by the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of concerns, and environmental groups at the time, very, very vocal about it, tried to block the construction without success, of course, right?
And you covered all that back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was over there, many, many trips over to the incinerator.
And you're still not going to show us, are you, Rick? You're never going to show us your old tapes of.
Nope.
I'm still trying to talk him into it, folks.
No, I'm not going to let you see my stash.
I want to see the stash. I want to see you wearing a pink guy's odd shirt like all those guys in the 80s wore.
Oh, and for a while I even wore suspenders.
Suspenders?
that only lasted maybe a few weeks.
Did you wear a bow tie or
no bow tie?
You were
my
tie
nickname.
Guy.
A lot of people called me Necktie.
That's right.
That's right. I've told you that before. Yeah.
Did you have a pink one? I mean, back in the 80s, real men wore pink.
I didn't wear a lot of pink. I had a pink polo shirt that was purchased for me, but no, I was not really into that stuff.
Well, it was trendy. It was fashionable at the time, but yeah, I think a lot of he-men didn't feel comfortable wearing pink in the 80s, even if it was trendy, even if it was cool.
I don't know. It wasn't so much that I was insecure with it. It's just that it didn't appeal to me. So maybe I'm just, what it comes down to, Lori, is I'm just way too macho. And I'm not talking like Village People macho. I mean real macho, like Randy the Macho Man, Savage macho.
That's
the kind of macho I was.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.